marking the football all the way back to the 44-yard line.
Dan Whalen, with a little different look this year, has a clear shield on his face mask this year.
He'll line back up in another big third down situation here. It's now 3rd and 15 from the Kenyon 44. We have no score in the first quarter. Whalen changes the play at the line of scrimmage, and Meyer sets up on Whalen's left this time. 3 receivers on the far side. Whalen looking down the right sideline. Now he goes back middle of the field looking for Cowdrick, and the pass incomplete. Cowdrick had his man beat at the 5-yard line and could not hang on to the pass. And Case will be facing a 4th and 15 here from the 44, and Whalen will be on for his first punt of the season.
The front 4 for Kenyon's defense getting some pressure to start with, forcing Whalen to move to his right and on the run. Made a pretty good throw down near the 5-yard line.
Whalen will be back to punt. Was a very effective punter for Case Western Reserve last year. Back deep to receive for Kenyon is Harry Von Cans. Here is the kick from Whalen, a good punt. A lot of hang time. It drops at the 10-yard line, takes a Case bounce, and goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line. So Kenyon will be pinned back deep as their offensive unit comes on for the first time under Chagrin Falls native Mike Hermanson. The junior will quarterback this team. He appeared in 7 games last year. 6'1", 210-pounder. And Hermanson will have in the backfield their main running back weapon, Kyle Toot, who is a junior from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. We'll be checking the Case defensive alignment here momentarily. It's the first possession of the game and of the season for the Kenyon Lords, who are decked out in their purple uniforms with the black tops for their home opener today. Quick swing-out pass is caught on the left side. They go to Charles Small, the freshman out of Independence High School in Columbus, and he gets past the 10 out to the 12-yard line, a pickup of close to 5, and it's second down.
For Case defensively, they'll run a 3-4. John Genovese, Jake May, Brian Calderon up front. Calderon the captain. Klabina, Brown, Sasawa, and Sylvie are the linebackers.
Hermanson again to throw, looking for Small. That ball is tipped, and it is almost intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brad Paramore, the sophomore defensive back for Case, had a great opportunity to pick that one off, but it popped out of his hands, and it will be 3rd down and 5, and a big sigh of relief from the Kenyon sideline that ball was not picked off with Case inside the 10.
Brad Paramore playing the free safety. Mike Peliak is the strong safety. Bobby Bott and Derek Sharp are your corners.
Hermanson has the coverage breakdown. He tries to run it himself, but he is leveled at the 10-yard line, about a 3-yard loss, and that will bring about 4th down for Kenyon.
Ryan Calderon in on the sack. Calderon last year had 7 sacks for Case. He's a preseason second-team All-American. Had 13 tackles for loss. I mean, a phenomenal junior year for the Brian Calderon from Brecksville Broadview Heights High School.
We'll be hearing from Brian Calderon, Ed, in our halftime show today. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. 11:28 to play in the first quarter. The snap to the punter is dropped. It's picked up, kicked out past the 30-yard line, and it'll be downed or out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So a short kick will give Case great field position. That punt by Matt Martin was dropped on the snap, a low snap. He did get it off, but Case now with a short field to work with.
After the 21-yard kick, Case is in business. And they'll bring that potent offense out that last year, Dave, in the 3-minute span in the first quarter, put up 21 points. In fact, they led last year at one point 49-13 over the Kenyon Lords. So this offense was quick strike last year. Let's see what they can do this year.
Case with the offense on the field. Meyer running the football. He dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That play will lose 2 yards.
The hole for which Meyer wanted to run through.
Whalen will work from the shotgun here. Myers, the lone back in the backfield. Two receivers split to each side. Fake handoff. They'll go to Zach Homick on the far left side of the field near the Case sideline. He gets out across the 30-yard line, so he gets the two back they lost on the first play, plus about three more. And they're looking at a third down play here. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for Case.
It's a little bubble screen that Case ran so effectively last year. Tim Cowdrick, Ryan Colasar were on the receiving end of most of those little inside-out bubble screens to the far wide receiver.
Homick and Webster line up on the left. Colasar nicely on the right. They'll throw over Homick's way. He makes the catch again. Same play, and he gets first down yardage. He dives down close to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 7 and a first down with 10:08 to play here in the first quarter. We have no score in the season opener for Case. The Spartans come in a ranked team, Ed, after their terrific season last year. 4 different polls ranking Case nationally. D3Football.com, perhaps the better known of the Division III football polls. They rank Case 19th in the country in their preseason rankings. Whalen keeps it on a fake handoff and dives down close to the 16-yard line.
The Spartans are as high as 10 in other polls.
12th by the Sporting News, 16th by USA Today. So some very good preseason accolades for the Spartans of 2008.
When you return your entire core offensively, you only graduated 2 offensive linemen. That from a season in which you win 11 games. It's a much
Whalen will hand this one, and it is carried by Brian Metalsitz of Case. And he gets down close to the, we'll see where they mark him out of bounds, at the 4-yard line. Metalsitz, the freshman, 5'10", 165, out of North Royalton, Ohio. Gets the handoff there from a wide receiver position. First down and goal from the 4-yard line. So Case knocking on the door here. No score. 9 minutes to play first quarter.
2 tight end set for the Spartans. Strong side of the left side of the formation.
Whalen goes back, hands to Meyer, and he is caught and tackled. Andrew Henry in there on the defensive coverage for Kenyon. So not much gain there as they try to pound it right up the middle. 2nd and goal from the 4 as Case threatens here in the early part of the first quarter.
Not often you see a Case team get out of their wide open offense and bring in 2 tight ends. DJ Sutka, Bryce Coleman are the 2 tight ends on the left side of the formation again.
Meyer again will get the handoff from Whalen. He breaks around the left side. He's hit and dropped. Might have gotten a yard down close to the 2. But they string that out. He can't turn the corner. And it'll be 3rd and goal for Case with 8:08 to play in the first quarter. No score in the season opener. Greg Devilak, the 5th season at Case, 24-18. Ted Stanley in his 6th season at Kenyon with an overall record of 16-34. Checking in the game now. Whalen from the shotgun will look to throw it in. He loops it down toward the corner, and it is caught by Sean Nicely. That's a touchdown, and Case jumps on top by a score of 6-0. Their first touchdown of the season goes to Nicely, the sophomore, Whalen's former teammate at Willoughby South. And Nicely goes in, a 2-yard touchdown pass, and that's the way the scoring begins today as Whalen goes to the air. After trying to pound it in on the ground twice at 1st and goal, they score on the 3rd down play to take the early lead. And we'll see Sam Coffey come in for the extra point attempt. Colasar will hold the snap, and the hold is good, and so is the kick. Coffey makes it a 7-0 ball game. We'll take a timeout. Back with more after this 30-second break. It's 7-0 Case on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
I have this cool cash. What can I do with it? You can turn it into a hot meal at Rascal House. It's the best value in town. What do they have there? Buckets of wings, pasta, sandwiches, salads, And, of course, great pizza. Are they open late? You bet. Open every night till 2:30 a.m. And you can even build your own pizza and order it online at rascalhousepizza.com. Cool! See you at the Spartans game? Yep, and see you after at Rascal House.
Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Charles Small drops back deep to receive this kick along with Harry Von Can, the junior wide receiver for Kenyon. Case about to kick off after scoring their first touchdown of the season.
A 8-play, 33-yard drive that took 3 minutes and 38 seconds concluded with the 2-yard pass from Dan Whalen to Sean Nicely. Nicely led this team in touchdowns last year. He had 11, including that 97-yard touchdown that put him back in the game in the playoff game against Widener.
Nicely, University Athletic Association Offensive Athlete of the Week last year. Of course, Nicely was on the receiving end of that 97-yard touchdown pass in their playoff game against Widener, which went for the longest play from scrimmage in Case history. So Nicely making his impact in this game early today. They will hold the football for Sam Coffey on the kickoff because the wind, which is blowing out of the north, kept knocking it off the tee. And so Coffey approaches the football, puts the foot into it, and an end-over-end kick will be taken by Harry Von Can at the 14-yard line. Von Can picks his way forward out past the 20, gets to the 25, and he's knocked down. Calderon on the coverage, along with Luis Gonsalves. And he gets out to the 26-yard line. That's where Mike Hermanson and company will come back out for the Kenyon Lords. Kenyon College here in Gambier, Ohio, a 1,600 student institution founded in 1824. Member of the North Coast Athletic Conference. They were 2-8 a year ago, including that loss that Ed alluded to a few moments ago to the Spartans. Hermanson back to throw, loops it downfield, looking for Von Can, and a pass interference call against the Spartans, as that will be called against Derek Sharp, the freshman defensive back out of Westchester, Ohio. He was all over Van Can, and the pass interference will give a first down to the Lords.
Well, Sharp's going to get called for the pass interference. The Case was in a man-to-man defense. As Sharp ran down the sideline with Von Can, the pass was underthrown. Von Can stopped to come back to the ball. And without Sharp looking back, he got run over by Van Can going for the football, and they're going to get the defensive back for the interference every time on that play.
Harry Von Can, a junior out of Washington, D.C. There are some local Cleveland area players on this Kenyon roster. We mentioned Mike Hermanson out of Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Hermanson in the shotgun, two receivers on the far side. They'll hand it to Kyle Toot. This is his first carry of the day. Toot, the junior from Cape Elizabeth, Maine. He gets out to the 44-yard line. Second down and 6 for Kenyon. Case leading this game 7-0 with 7:05 to play here in the first quarter.
Kenyon showing almost a power formation. Two tight ends tight on the line.
Hermanson will look to throw. Toot goes out of the backfield, makes the catch, gets to the 50-yard line. He is hit and dropped. Tackle made by Ben Klabina, but they get close to a first down. It is going to be second and about half a yard for the first down. They may even take a look at this, Ed, for a measurement to see if he got the first down.
Well, I think they're going to say he was short of the 49. So although he's in Spartan territory, he's about half a yard short, and it brings up a situation for Kenyon.
Yeah, Ted Stanley wants a timeout here to talk things over. It is third down and 1. The football just shy of the Case 49. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 7-0 Case in the 2008 season opener, and we'll be back in a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Where can you find an outstanding Sunday brunch experience close to University Circle's events and attractions? The award-winning Table 45 features a globally inspired brunch from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Sundays. Not an ordinary brunch. Table 45's World Cuisine Sunday brunch features unique entrees with international ingredients and a cross-cultural buffet. Also, enjoy a variety of freshly baked naans, popular local bread from Central Asia, served from the restaurant's tandoor clay oven with a choice of dipping sauces, chilled seafood, enticing salads, and creative desserts make this a not-to-be-missed Sunday brunch experience for adults and children. Table 45 is located at the Intercontinental Cleveland at 9801 Carnegie Avenue. Valet parking is complimentary for restaurant patrons. Call Table 45 for more details at 216-707-4045. That's Table 45 at 216-707-4045. Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Mike Hermanson keeps the football and moves forward enough for the first down. Again, he only had to get about a foot and a half, and they get the first down on the quarterback keep from Mike Hermanson, the junior, and it's a new set of downs for Kenyon. 7-0 Case here in the opening quarter of the 2008 season. Hermanson will work from the shotgun. 4 receivers in the game. They'll swing it out to Charles Small. He'll try and run with it. Gets a couple of yards down close to the 45. Knocked down. Tackled by Lisa Sala, who has moved to the defensive side of the football after playing in the offensive backfield last year for Case. 46-yard line, the line of scrimmage. So he picks up 2. And a long second down for Kenyon. The Lords trailing Case 7-0 here. Dan Whalen hooking up with Sean Nicely on a 2-yard touchdown pass for Case's first touchdown of the year. Hermanson looks downfield through the middle of the field looking for Small, almost picked off by Jeff Brown, but the pass incomplete, stopping the clock with 5:17 to play in the first quarter. 3rd down and 8 for Kenyon.
Boy, Jeff Brown drifted way downfield as a middle linebacker. He must have been 20 yards off the ball when he turned around and almost intercepted that ball. Kenyon's prone to the turnover, Dave. They were -12 last year, including 15 interceptions by their quarterbacks.
Jeff Brown last year, 99 tackles for Case. Now they'll hand it to Toot on the 3rd down play. So they tried to surprise Case with a run, handing it to their fine running back, the junior Kyle Toot, but he was tackled, and it'll bring about 4th down and about 3. And the Kenyon punting unit will come on. So Case will get the ball back here on the punt. Sean Nicely drops back deep. Bobby Bott is in there on the return team, but it is Nicely back there to receive this punt. And it will be kicked by Matt Martin, the freshman. Martin this time with a good snap. He gets a good kick off. Nicely asks for the fair catch and makes it. Almost hit, but Case will take over. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. 7-0 Case in the first quarter on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Hey, out-of-town Spartan fans. Looking for a comfortable and affordable hotel? The Hampton Inn downtown features well-appointed guest rooms within a safe walking distance to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Great Lakes Science Center, Brown Stadium, Progressive Field, and many restaurants. Located at East 9th and Superior Avenue, the Hampton Inn downtown offers an extensive complimentary continental breakfast each morning. Just minutes away from the Case campus, the Hampton Inn downtown is the perfect place for out-of-town Spartans fans. Ask for special Case rates as low as $84 per night. Affordable and within safe walking distance to downtown Cleveland's restaurants and attractions. Hampton Inn Downtown, an official hotel of Case Athletics. Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Dan Whalen on the first play from scrimmage as we return to Gambier. Hooks up with Sean Nicely. Nicely breaks free in the defensive backfield, runs under the football, makes the catch, and gets all the way down to the 2-yard line before he is finally caught and tackled. So Case on one play.
Oh, they're going to give him the touchdown.
They did get in. My apologies. Thought they caught him there as I saw them spotting the football, but they're setting it up for the extra point. Nicely in for his second touchdown of the afternoon, and Sam Coffey is on for the extra point. The kick is on its way, and it is good. And it is a 14-0 Case lead.
On an
So,
83-yard touchdown play.
We mentioned a moment ago the 97-yard strike to Nicely last year. Almost the same situation here as Nicely got a great first step, got behind the defense, and Whalen with the strong arm fires it downfield where Nicely just runs under it, catches it in stride, and goes all the way in for the touchdown. And Case now with a 14-0 lead as that strike comes with 4:14 to play here in the first quarter.
And we talked about Case last year putting up 21 points in the span of about 3 minutes. They've put up 14 points now in a little over 3 minutes here in the first quarter against Kenyon. Kenyon struggled last year. They were outscored by 100 points in the first half last year as a team, giving up 250 points.
So the Spartans on the first play of that drive score the touchdown as Nicely goes in, and it's 14-0. 4:14 to play in the first quarter, so the Case offense comes out and essentially picks up right where they left off last year. Sam Coffey ready to kick off. Small and Harry Von Can back to receive this kickoff. And Whalen with 2 touchdown passes today. Here's the end-over-end kick, drifting out to Small. He makes the catch at his own 7. Small looking for some blocking, gets out past the 20, near the 25-yard line. He's tackled, and that's where the Lord's offense will take over with now 4:03 to play here in the first quarter. David Wilson along with Ed Doherty. Our studio engineer is Nick Miller. Our first broadcast of the 2008 season for Case Western Reserve football. The home opener is next Saturday at 1:05 at Case Field against the University of Rochester. As Case returns home. Hermanson wants to throw it, lost control of the football, still has it now in his hands, but he is going to be sacked. Dropped back down near the 18-yard line.
Lee Sasawa finished him off for Case. John Genovese and Brian Calderon in there to initially apply the pressure. Whole thing broke down to start with. It was a timing play, a bubble screen to the flat, and Mike Hermanson bobbled the shotgun snap, threw the timing off, had to pull it back down, and by that time the white shirts were all in his face.
3:35 to go first quarter. Case with a 14-0 lead.
Attending a Case Western Reserve athletic function and looking for a convenient and upscale hotel to accommodate your group? Then look no further. The Holiday Inn Select City Center Lakeshore is the newest hotel sponsor for Case Western Reserve University and is currently undergoing a $15 million renovation. Located at 1111 Lakeside Avenue, the hotel is only 10 minutes away from Case Western and offers 378 fully refurbished rooms, state-of-the-art fitness center, renovated bar, full-service restaurant, attached garage, heated indoor pool, free wireless internet, and complimentary shuttle to and from Case Western Reserve University. Take advantage of this offer and contact the hotel at 216-241-5100 to reserve a discounted rate of $89 for 2008. Again, that number is 216-241-5100. Let us take care of you while you cheer on the Spartans. The Holiday Inn Select City Center Lakeshore, a proud sponsor of Case Athletics.
Mortosh Financial has gladly moved their show to Monday at 3:30 to make way for Bowling Green football. Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at their new time, Mondays 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. on AM 1220 The Word. Isn't it time you trust your hard-earned retirement to someone who really listens to you and responds quickly to your needs? Someone who will help your money grow rather than shrink? Tune in to Preserving Retirement at their new time, Monday afternoons from 3:30 to 4:30 on AM 1220 The Word. Or to learn more, go to mortoshfinancial.com. That's MORTACH financial.com. Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word. Mortage Financial has gladly moved their show to Monday at 3:30 to make way for Bowling Green football. Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at their new time, Mondays 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. on AM 1220 The Word. Isn't it time you trust your hard-earned retirement to someone who really listens to you and responds quickly to your needs? Someone who will help your money grow rather than shrink? Tune in to Preserving Retirement at their new time, Monday afternoons from 3:30 to 4:30 on AM 1220 The Word. Or to learn more, go to mortagefinancial.com. That's MORTACH financial.com.
I'm doing pretty well for myself. Regional VP, making good money.
But it's not enough, is it?
Well, no.
We want something more, don't we?
Like what?
You know, a job we can be passionate about.
But how?
Have we checked out ChristianJobs.com?
Was I supposed to?
Of course. Go there. We want a career we can get excited about.
Well, my current job is pretty good.
Are we really going to settle for pretty good?
Well,
don't you want to get up in the morning and feel like we're doing exactly what we're called to do?
you keep interrupting.
You keep talking to yourself.
Find a job you really care about. ChristianJobs.com.
Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Tate of the Federal Communications Commission, and by February 17th, full-power television stations will stop broadcasting in analog and broadcast in digital only. Your TV needs to be ready for digital so you can keep on watching. If you have a TV with a digital tuner, or if your TV is connected to a paid service like cable or satellite, there should be no effect on your service. If you have any questions, just call your provider. But if you have an analog TV with rabbit ears or rooftop antenna, you need to act. You can buy a TV with a digital tuner, subscribe to a paid service, or buy a converter box that plugs into your TV. The government offers you 2 $40 coupons toward the cost of converter boxes. If your TV is ready now, you can get the benefits of digital TV today. But don't delay, or...
Is your TV ready for digital? Visit dtv.gov or dial 1-888-CALL-FCC for more information. This message brought to you by the FCC.
For years now, Angels on Track has been explaining how bad railroad crossings kill good drivers and how you can report dangerous crossings on our website, angelsontrack.org. Now I want to explain why it matters. The state of Ohio is using those reports from citizens just like you to investigate and modify bad railroad crossings. So don't let up. Go to angelsontrack.org to report dangerous crossings in your community, because you really are making a difference.
Sponsored by Angels on Track, aired by the OAB and this station.
Each year, millions of baseball fans cheer for the home team, and it takes everyone playing as a team to get the win.
Runners running third. Save!
Listen, baseball's all about teamwork. Major League ball players know to be safe.
Well, we welcome you back to Gambier, Ohio. We're at Kenyon College today. David Wilson, Ed Doherty, and we apologize for leaving momentarily. Hopefully we're back here. We appreciate the help back at the station, getting the connection reestablished. Kenyon marching. They have completed a couple of passes. A.J. Clare catches one there. Clare, the tight end, he's a junior out of Shaker Heights High School in Cleveland. He makes the catch, and right now the Lords have marched down and put a sustained drive together. And the football is on the Case Western Reserve 6-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. We have just 29 seconds left now in the first quarter. The Spartans with a couple of touchdowns, 2 to Sean Nicely, as Dan Whalen has thrown for 2 touchdowns today. Hermanson keeping the football on this first down play, and he is tackled in the backfield for a loss. It will be 2nd down and goal from the 7-yard line, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. So it is 14-0 Case. End of one quarter here at Kenyon today. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment. You're listening to the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Quiznos at the Circle is proud to team up with Case Athletics as a platinum sponsor. Quiznos offers the great taste of fresh, hot, toasted subs. Great food just goes well with great athletics. Mention that you heard this ad during the Case football game and receive $1 off a regular sub and $2 off if Case wins today. Offer good till Tuesday, so hurry in to Quiznos on the Circle.
If the Spartans win, so do you.
Quiznos, the best damn sandwich in the land. Quiznos at the Circle and Case Athletics, partners in excellence. Quiznos. Toasty.
Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Kenyon knocking on the door as they have the football deep in Case territory. Second down and goal from the 7-yard line. First quarter history ed, and Dan Whalen with 2 touchdown passes to Sean Nicely to get the Spartans off to a good start.
Yeah, 2 touchdown passes, one from 2 yards out, one from 83 yards out. And Case leads 14-0. Overall, Case with 127 yards in total offense. Kenyon with 100. Either team running the football very well. Case just 21 yards on the ground. Kenyon in negative numbers, -3. Dan Whalen 5 of 8 in the first half for 106 yards. And Mike Hermanson is 7 of 10 for 103 yards passing.
Well, one thing we've seen so far, Case bringing back that big play capability on the opening play of drives. Whalen hooking up with Nicely. Here's a pass from Hermanson looking into the end zone for Harry Von Can. Bobby Bott on the coverage, knocks the football away, incomplete. Third down and goal from the 7.
Yeah, Bobby Bott didn't turn his head around that time, but did not make contact. As soon as the ball came over his shoulder into Von Can's hands, Bott just shook his hands and knocked the ball loose.
Bobby Bott, the junior defensive back out of Midview High School in Grafton. So Kenyon with a third and goal now from the 7-yard line. 14-0 Case. We're in the second quarter, just underway in quarter number 2. 14:55 to go. Hermanson is going to be sacked by Jeff Brown. Brown came through the line untouched and threw Hermanson down. So the sack pushes the Lords back even further, and it's a 4th down and goal, and the football will be marked now on the 12-yard line.
And they're going to go for it. There's no field goal unit coming on.
So Ted Stanley deciding to go for it deep in Case territory, so they'll take a shot at the end zone here. Hermanson will dump it off on a little screen pass to Von Can, and he is going to be tackled at the 5-yard line. And Case gets it back on downs as they hold on 4th down. It was first and goal from the 6, and it ended up being pushed back all the way near the 12-yard line after the sack. And Case holds, and it is still 14-0.
Well, with a freshman place kicker, apparently Ted Stanley wanted to see if he could put 6 on the board instead of 3. And the little inside screen ran right back into the teeth of that Case defense. Von Can not able to shake loose the tacklers. Brought down well short of the goal line.
So here we go. The Case offense back out. They'll have an I formation to start here as they start this drive on their own 5-yard line. Whalen will go back and throw from his own end zone. He wings it downfield and nicely. He makes the catch, sidesteps the tackler, gets out to the 20-yard line. A pickup of 15 and a first down. And if you wanted room to work with, they got it.
Looks like Dan Whalen is settling into a rhythm that really came out late last year, especially in the final couple of games in UAA play against WashU. He had a very confident, calm, collected game. The 2 playoff games, Dan Whalen very put together, very confident in his ability.
He'll hand this one to Bill Deitman, who checks into the football game. The Mentor product gets across the 25, tackled at the 26-yard line.
Deitman with a little stutter step about the 25-yard line. If he had continued to bring that ball to the outside, he had a lot of room to run down the near sideline. Instead, he wanted to cut it back up, and the little stutter step didn't work. As Kenyon brought him down, that was Mason Stabler on the tackle for Kenyon.
They'll mark his forward progress to the 27. Second down and 3. Whalen turns around, hands to Corey Checken. He has the first down as he puts his head down. Checken, the former Ohio University wrestler, ends up getting a first down for Case as he bulldozes his way to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 7 for Corey Checken. Checken last year with 11 touchdowns for Case, 482 yards on the ground. 12:53 to go, second quarter on a beautiful day here in Gambier, Ohio. Case and Kenyon in the 2008 season opener. 14-0 Case, Whalen back to throw on first down. Steps through the pocket, has some running room, gets a block from Meyer, turns the left corner to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, still in bounds, tackled and knocked out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Nice footwork by Dan Whalen. Inside, outside. Deciding to keep it and then take it to the far sideline, or to the near sideline. Break it to the outside. And again, Dan Whalen's football vision down the field, very good. Never looking at the ground, always looking ahead, 2 steps ahead of his feet.
Has a 28-yard pickup for Dan Whalen. 3 receivers set now. Deitman is in the game, 2 yards to Whalen's left. He'll get the handoff, and Deitman up the middle, a big hole to the 20-yard line, still on his feet to the 15, down to the 10, to the 5, and he's tackled there. Deitman runs it down to the 5, and Case with 2 big runs by Whalen and now Deitman, and they are 5 yards away from the end zone with 12:04 to play in the second quarter. Bill Deitman with a 31-yard run all the way down to the 5-yard line. They opened up a huge hole for Deitman. They'll stack 3 receivers on the right. Deitman in the backfield. Whalen looks to the sideline for the play. Webster, Nicely, and Colasar all check in for Case. They'll go to Deitman on a misdirection play, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown, following the block of Chris Center. And Case scores on the 5-yard run by Bill Deitman, and it is a 20-0 Case lead.
For Deitman, he just waited for Center to give him just enough room. Very good patience by Bill Deitman to wait for that hole to open up. Center managed to get a nice little seal block, and Deitman stepped into the end zone, basically untouched for the touchdown.
Here comes Sam Coffey with the extra point. The kick is on its way, and it is good. 21-0 Case, 11:35 to go in the second quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
How to explain the new RTA Healthline to a Monet painting.
How's it hanging, Monet painting? I've got news that will leave an impression on you. It's the RTA Healthline, a rapid transit line on Euclid Avenue that connects downtown with the cultural centers of University Circle. So now people will just get up and Van Gogh to see you, because it won't cost them a lot of Monet, right? Am I right? Wow, tough gallery.
The RTA Healthline, pumping new life into Cleveland.
Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Along with our studio producer, Nick Miller. David Wilson, Ed Doherty back at Kenyon College. The Lords trailing Case 21-0. 2 touchdown passes from Dan Whalen to Sean Nicely. And Bill Deitman with a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Spartans now leading it by a score of 21-0 so far on the ground. Case with 101 yards rushing. Kenyon with just 7 yards on the ground. So the Spartans will kick off. Charles Small, Harry Von Can back deep to receive. The kick is high. It will be taken by Charles Small at the 19-yard line. Small looks for some blocking, and he is hit and dropped at the 24. 5-yard return for Charles Small. He was tackled by Bobby Bott. 11:25 to go here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we'll visit with Brian Calderon, the senior defensive end for Case Western Reserve, and we'll also meet and talk with Todd Watkowski, who is the new men's and women's tennis coach at Case Western Reserve. All of that is coming up on our halftime show, coming up following this second quarter action. Hermanson, the quarterback for Kenyon. Drops back to throw, looks downfield. He'll start and run with it across the 25. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Out of bounds to avoid the hit by Jeff Brown. He picks up 5. Second down and 5 from the 30-yard line as Kenyon operates in its own territory here in the second quarter. Kenyon will play at the University of Chicago next week, while Case returns home to take on the University of Rochester.
Spartans traditionally are in a 3-4 defense. Right now they're in a 4-2 with 5 defensive backs.
Pass for Small on the left side is incomplete. 3rd down and 5 for Kenyon. Now, the Lords had a great opportunity. They moved the football well as Hermanson was racking up some pretty good passing yards in their previous drive, getting all the way down to the Case 5-yard line. But Case held, got a big sack, and then rebounded to score to make it 21-0 here in the first half. 11-12 to play in the second quarter.
Brian Calderon still has not returned for Case. Genovese, May, English, and Fody up front for the Spartans.
This pass again, looking for Small. Same play is incomplete. Case with good defensive coverage. And it is 4th down and 5, and the Lords will have to punt it away as they send out their freshman punter, Matt Martin. Bott and Gonsalves back deep to receive this punt for Case.
Good news for the Spartans. Looks like Brian Calderon's up walking around on the far sideline. Has his left knee taped, walking with just a slight limp, but overall he probably will be back later this afternoon.
Waiting on the snap. High snap, and Martin will get it away. That's a good punt. Spiraling punt goes over the head of Bott, drops at the 20, takes a Kenyon bounce, and this is going to keep rolling for a while, and it goes down inside the 5 to the 4, and that's where they will down it. Quite a punt.
A 66-yard kick.
Quite a punt by the freshman, Matt Martin. Matt Martin out of Summit, New Jersey, 6'1", 225.
He looked a little shaky in the pregame warm-ups, was having problems with the snap. His footwork was off, taking either not enough or too many steps, and there he got into one and put Case in the shadows of their own goalpost.
This is where Case started the previous drive. They're on their own 4. Whalen will work in the shotgun. They have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Whalen back to throw. Looking downfield, Webster was open for a moment. Whalen didn't see him. Now they flip it out to Colasar past the 10. He's pushed out of bounds. So last-minute option, and Whalen flipped it forward to Colasar.
Mr. Innovation, Dan Whalen. But, you know, that comes with now being a third-year starter, is the ability to just kind of make things happen. That confidence, he just never seems to get rattled under pressure. Dan Whalen always seems to find that escape valve. Last year it was Brian Webster a lot that would just kind of hang out on the sideline or in the flat, and Whalen would connect with him as a 3rd or 4th option in pass plays.
10:30 to go, second quarter. Whalen will hand this ball to Corey Chekin, who spins his way forward past the 15. Chekin gets a couple, and that's good for the first down. And, boy, you know, you look back to last year, Ed, whenever the Spartans were close to a first down or close to the goal line, that's when you go to Corey Chekin, who comes in at 5'8", 205, and he is that power back that can get you that 1 or 2 yards you need for the first down or a touchdown in goal line situations.
Well, the thing that most impressed me about Corey Chekin last year was he had 116 carries, Dave. 115 of those were for positive yards. Always seems to run downhill and get his shoulders square to the line.
We see Derek Bush for the first time this year. Bush injured after week 6 last year with a knee injury. It wiped out the rest of his season. The tailback carries it for the first time. He's a sophomore, 5'9", 175 out of Katanning, Pennsylvania. Played his high school ball at Ford City High School. And Bush ends up trying to string it out on the far side. Is tackled at 2nd down and 11. So he loses a yard on the play. Again, a 4-receiver set. Zach Homick is the lone receiver on the far side. Whalen fakes the handoff, goes to Homick. He makes his way upfield. A little run after the catch. And Homick picks up about 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and a long 4 for Case.
Despite the Kenyon defense really being stretched to the wide side of the field or the near side of the field, they reacted very well to that inside bubble screen, getting back. Their 2 safeties had committed to the near side, and they rotated back over out of that cover 2 and stopped Homick short of the first down.
Great to have you with us today for Case football. We're at Kenyon College today in Gambier, Ohio. Case won this game last year. They lead it here 21-0. Whalen fires trying to get to the first down marker. He hits nicely with a pass. They needed to get to the 27-yard line. This is very close.
From here, it looks like he got it.
They are going to say it's a first down. No measurement. A 4-yard pickup for a first down, and Case keeps the drive alive. This started at their own 4-yard line, and the football now resting at the 27. 21-0 Case. 2 touchdown passes to Sean Nicely, a touchdown run by Bill Deitman. Season opener for both teams today. Here is the handoff to Deitman, and he keeps his feet moving, stiff arms a man, finally tackled, might have picked up 2. Second down for Case. 8:14 to play in the second quarter.
The old Washington Redskin counter play. They brought the offside lineman to the near side on the trap. Case running that out of a shotgun, obviously not out of the traditional I formation, but the offside trap really didn't go anywhere for Case as the front 4 for Kenyon really got pressure into the backfield.
4 receivers set. Whalen to throw. Here's pressure coming from Kenyon. Whalen on the run over to the far side. He'll go out of bounds. So Whalen outruns 4 defenders to get out of bounds. And that will bring up a long third down as that play loses some significant yards.
Well, Whalen thought about trying to throw it out towards the line of scrimmage. In college, again, if you get the ball past the line of scrimmage, you can throw it away to avoid the sack, but Whalen not able to get the ball overhand. He thought about flipping it underhand up towards the line, but no receiver in the area didn't want to take the chance, stepped out of bounds, and now Case facing 3rd and long.
3rd and 16 from the 21-yard line. Sun has gone behind a cloud here, so somewhat overcast right now, but a warm 74 degrees to start the football game. Whalen back to throw. He'll go downfield and looking for Webster, who makes a sliding catch. Brian Webster makes the catch. The Kenyon defense saying he trapped it, and if he did catch it, and I don't know how he did. He was flat on his back and somehow kept his eye on that football to haul it in.
Well, and not only is he focusing on the ground, the football coming at the same time, but Bo Kelsey coming over his back. The outside linebacker for Kenyon got there just as the ball arrived as well. So Webster with pure concentration.
Excellent play by Brian Webster, making his first catch of the day, the sophomore out of Southfield, Michigan. So a first down for Case from the 44-yard line. They pick up 23 on that play. Whalen going deep downfield for Holmick. He makes the catch as he hits the deck, and he's down to the 20-yard line.
Double coverage over there for Kenyon, and somehow Dan Whalen threaded the needle, and Holmick wound up with the football. A 30-yard gain.
Down close to the 20-yard line. They'll say it is on the 21. So it's another first down for Case as they move down the field in 2 plays. And now threatening to get into the red zone. 6:36 to play second quarter. Whalen rolling out on a bootleg, looks to throw it away. Now he steps out of bounds as he gets inside the 20. Everyone was covered, and Whalen gets up a little slowly over there.
A little indecision by Dan Whalen whether or not he wanted to go on at the line of scrimmage, and then when he saw the defense lighten up, he thought he could step up, and he's not getting up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pop up there, but now still on his back after he went out of bounds near the 18-yard line.
Well, he fell pretty awkwardly as he tried to tiptoe down the sideline. Question maybe he twisted an ankle or a knee.
And now he's taken his helmet off while laying on the ground, so that is not a good sign. They're going to take a look at Whalen over there with 6:27 to play in the second quarter. 21-0 Case. We'll step away for a 30-second timeout here and be back to update you on the situation with Dan Whalen. This is the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking to rent a nice single-family home close to Case for a week, a few months, or for the year? If so, please keep Riley Properties in mind. Hi, this is Mike Riley speaking for Riley Properties, which is a new division of Riley Painting and Contracting. Over the years, our company has bought older single-family homes, restored them to their original glory, and then rented them out. We can offer you a house for the week, during graduation, or a house for the semester or the year. All our properties are minutes from Case in nice neighborhoods with hardwood floors, beautiful kitchens and baths. Just check our website out at www.rileypainting.com and then just click on our House for Rent page for a video walkthrough. You can email us from our website or give us a call at 216-371-8160. Riley Properties, for a beautiful restored home for rent. 216-371-8160.
Listen to Preserving Your Retirement at its new time, Monday afternoons at 3:30 on AM 1220 The Word.
Back to action at Kenyon. Brian Metalsitz with the carry, the freshman from North Royalton with his second carry of the afternoon. And the Spartans now with Joey Baum in at quarterback, the sophomore out of Dalton, Ohio. He played high school ball at Walsh Jesuit. Case takes a timeout here, their first timeout with 5:50 to play here in the second quarter. The football is resting on the 18-yard line, so no gain on the play, on the carry by Brian Metalsitz. And Case looking now at a 3rd down and 7 from the 18, leading this game by a score of 21-0. Ed, and they continue now to look at Dan Whalen, who went out of bounds, and we're not sure of the injury. He was on his back for a while and was not getting up. Baum is in now as the backup quarterback. Scanning the sideline to see what's happening over there with Dan Whalen. 5:50 to play here in the second quarter. Case with the season opener, 21-0. They lead Kenyon here. Baum under center, takes the snap, looks downfield, fires it to the corner of the end zone. A leaping catch, and it is a touchdown. Colasar holds in the 18-yard touchdown pass to make it 27-0 here in the second quarter.
I'll give Joe Baum credit for just standing in the pocket under pressure, stood there, waited for Colasar to make his second cut, get into the end zone, and threw a perfect strike over the defender that only Colasar could go up and get, and give Joe Baum his first collegiate completion as a touchdown pass.
Colasar holds that one in from 18 yards out, and Sam Coffey will be in for the extra point. Low snap, the hold is down, and Colasar gets it on the tee, and Coffey kicks it through. 28-0, Case leading it here with 5:40 to go in the second quarter. And so the Spartans withstand the injury to Whalen and score on that particular drive. And now we see Whalen standing over on the far side, back near the trainer's table. And we'll see if he re-enters play here. He was standing on his own and walking around back there. So we'll see what develops when the offense comes back out for Case. They'll prepare for the kickoff here. 28-0. The Spartans leading it here with 5:40 to play in the second quarter.
Well, Case done it with a quick strike today, an 83-yard touchdown pass from nicely. And so now with a sustained drive. This is a 12-play, 96. yards.
Yeah, they started the last two drives on the 5 and 4 respectively. Unbelievable to move down the field that efficiently in game 1 of the season, but they look to be hitting on all cylinders today.
Well, the Spartans have put up 318 yards in total offense today, and also 6 of 7 on third down conversions.
There's the kickoff. It's a very short kick, and it is going to bounce back, and Case is going to get this one.
That's Luis Gonsalves, I believe, at the bottom of that pile.
Gonsalves got to that ball. It was kicked over on the far side, took a bounce, and a Case bounce. It bounced back toward the kickoff coverage, and Gonsalves jumps on it. It had gone much farther than 10 yards, so it was a free ball once it hit the turf.
I wonder if that was a design kick. Last year we saw the Spartans a few times kick to a space or an area, and Coffey's ability to just kind of get under that ball like a 9-iron. If it's fair caught, that's a good for Case. There's no return. If it bounces, anything can happen, and in this case, Case will take over in Kenyon territory.
The football is at the 44-yard line. Joey Baum rolls out, fires it downfield. It's caught by Bryce Coleman. Coleman, the freshman tight end, 6'2", 215, out of Solon. He makes the catch, gets out across the 40-yard line, all the way down to the 35. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 2 for Case. So an 8-yard pickup from Baum to Coleman. 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 28-0 Case. Spartans marching. They hand it off to Derek Bush up the middle. Bush is hit. He gets inside the 35. It's a 1st down as he picks up 2 yards here, which gives the Spartans a 1st down, and they will have 4 new plays to work with. The football now at the 32-yard line. So Whalen is standing back behind the bench, walking on his own power. Now he's seated on the bench. Baum calling out the signals. They'll get a new play sent in from the sideline now. 4:32 to play here in the second quarter. Baum looks to throw over the middle. It's caught by Homick inside the 20. It's down to the 19-yard line, 14 yards.
Yeah, Corey Checken just sold that dive play. Great play fake from Joey Baum, and Checken really covered up his arms, went into the line hard, made Kenyon believe it was an off-tackle dive play, and that gave Baum enough time to stand in the pocket and Homick enough time to bring his drag route across the middle for the completion.
Zach Homick out of Chicago, Illinois, 6'2", 170, a sophomore. He's lined up on the far right side. They'll go to Homick again. He drops the pass. Try to get that quick swing out to Homick to let him run down the sideline. 2nd down and 10 with 4:04 to play here in the second quarter. 28-0 Case.
Another Spartan player is down.
See who this is.
Is that DJ Sutka?
Cannot quite see the number, but a Case player flat on his back now at the 15-yard line. We've seen Calderon and Whalen shaken up on plays so far today. Now they're taking a look at another Case player. We'll take a timeout here. We'll break away and back with more second quarter action in just a moment after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Looking for somewhere to go after the game? Come head down to the Euclid Tavern and enjoy our great food and entertainment. We'll be your football headquarters all season long, playing all the top games on our big screen TV. Plus, stop in with an appetite throughout the week and take advantage of our delicious food specials. Tacos are 50 cents on Tuesdays, 35-cent wings on Wednesdays, and be there on Thursdays for college ID night with a live DJ. Come check out the Euclid Tavern, located on Euclid Avenue just behind the south end zone. The Euclid Tavern. The Euclid Tavern. Proud sponsors of Case Athletics.
WHKW Cleveland. Today's Spartan football game is presented on Northern Ohio's Christian talk station, AM 1220, The Word.
4:04 to play in the second quarter. David Wilson at Doherty at Kenyon College today in Gambier, Ohio. 2 hours south of Cleveland. Baum back to throw. He'll loop it to Webster, side of the end zone, and he makes the catch with a defender draped over him again. 2 great catches by Webster today. This one goes for a 19-yard touchdown strike. And it is 34-0 Case as Brian Webster, the sophomore out of Southfield, Michigan, hauled in the touchdown pass from Baum, who has come in and thrown 2 touchdown passes in relief of Dan Whalen.
By the way that Baum has played, you'd think that just Dan Whalen changed his jersey. Very impressive debut for Joey Baum.
4:01 to play here in the second quarter. Coffee with the extra point kick. It is on its way, and it is good. So Coffee is now 5 for 5 in extra points today. The Spartans open up a 35-0 lead here with 3:57 to play in quarter number 2 here at Kenyon today.
Well, at the Division III level, Dave, it's so important or such an advantage if you have a very good place kicker. And in Case's case with Sam Coffey, Mr. Automatic on extra points last year, 49 of 51 on PATs. And last year he was 12 of 17 field goal That's better than 2/3. That's almost 70% field goal kicking-wise at Division III. Is outstanding. He had a 42-yarder against Ohio Wesleyan. Had the game winner in Pittsburgh against Carnegie Mellon. So he becomes that weapon. That special teams really elevates to a third, and a third based on offense, defense, and special teams. You don't tend to forget about that with a guy like Sam Coffey kicking the football.
Joey Baum, the backup quarterback who has been forced into action today, played his high school ball at Walsh Jesuit, where he recorded 1,100 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 rushing touchdowns in his senior season. He's a recipient of the Joe Bennis Memorial Award for Character and Sportsmanship at Walsh. Another short kick, this time caught by the upback A.J. Clare for Kenyon. The Lords will come out with the offense, and they are down 35-0. By the way, we want to send out congratulations today to Case Western Reserve University's head men's basketball coach Sean McDonald and his wife Angie. They welcomed into the world their first child, Leah Elizabeth McDonald, on Thursday afternoon at 4:13. So we want to say congratulations to Sean and Angie on the birth of Leah, and we wish them all very well. First play of the drive goes to Kyle Toot, and he runs down to the 49-yard line. Kenyon still operating in their own territory with 3:43 to play in the second quarter. And by the way, September 4th, when Leah was born, is also Sean and Angie's wedding anniversary. So quite a day, September 4th now in the McDonald household.
Brian Calderon back on the field.
Yeah, Brian Calderon, who was shaken up earlier, gets in and sacks Hermanson. And as Ed referred to earlier, a heavily taped left knee and shin area. He records the sack. Hermanson goes down at the 42-yard line, second down and 17.
Brian Calderon didn't show any effects of that knee injury. He came off the edge like he was shot out of a cannon, wasn't touched, and just leveled Hermanson.
Off we go to the second down play. They'll hand this one to Kyle Toot, following some blockers, and he gets good running room out to the Case 45-yard line. 13-yard pickup, and he gets that into a short third down situation now for Kenyon. So Toot gets some yardage there, and it's third down and a long 4. Case has racked up 5 touchdowns here in the first half. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll visit with Brian Calderon and men's and women's tennis coach at Case, Todd Watkowski. They'll hand this one in a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Case. Scooped up by Ben Klabina. Klabina trying to make his way back upfield, gets to the 45-yard line, and the Spartans will take over. A flag after that play is finished. But Ben Klabina with the loose ball as he recovers for Case, and the offense will come back on with 2:15 to play in the second quarter.
Well, it looked like Kyle Toot had gotten out into the open, and as he was hit from behind, I didn't see who it was, but knocked the ball loose, and Klabina came up with it.
So a fumble by Kyle Toot, and recovered by Case, and they will come back out with quarterback Joey Baum running the show. He has thrown 2 touchdown passes after coming in for Dan Whalen. Now that call, the flag is going to go against Case. A personal foul call. And we did not see who it might have been against, but a personal foul.
Words and shoving exchanged as that play ended out near midfield.
It spilled over into the Kenyon sideline, the bench area. And that's when the flag came out. But Case does have the ball. They move it back to the Case 29 to start this drive. Baum will roll out, flips it to the sideline, caught by Homick. That play is there again. Homick tackled out of bounds near the 37-yard line.
Homick now with 6 catches today for 75 yards. Nice start to the season for the sophomore.
Zach Homick, 6'2", 170, out of St. Ignatius High School. Just short of the first down, second down, 3. 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. And again, a quick pass. This one did nicely, and another flag comes in.
It's going to be defensive holding, I think, from where that flag was thrown.
Well, they say it was, I thought that pass was caught. They announced it as incomplete.
That's usually not a real interference, but more of a player reaching up. Well, it is going to be interference, but that's usually in the area where a defender gets turned around and reaches out and grabs a jersey. But it'll be 15 yards from the spot.
I believe that pass was caught quite nicely. And they're going to mark the football at the 42-yard line. So it's a first down for Case. Joey Baum swings it out to Homick. He has running room on the far sideline across the 50 to the 45, still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line, now to the 38, before they finally haul him down. So Homick with some good running room after the catch.
Homick last year only had 7 yards receiving and 5 catches. He's more here today. Well, this one's coming back, Dave. Another flag for the officials.
Yeah, I see a flag lying now at the 45-yard line.
Now it's either a clip or a crackback block against Case. A block below the waist.
So that wipes out the big gain by Homick. And they mark it all the way back to the 35-yard line. 1:45 to play before halftime. And right now Kenyon would like to get to the locker room right now. It's 35-0 Case. Baum back to throw. He'll wing it downfield looking for Colasar. Catch is made at the 45 to the 40 and out of bounds.
Boy, that's such a tough throw to go from the near side hash marks to the far side of the field. That's not an easy throw, and Joey Baum put just enough air under the ball. Nice arc out to the far sideline, and Ryan Colasar just ran under it, made a fingertip catch, and took it out of bounds.
Well, that's a 24-yard pickup for Case. They lead it 35-0 here with 1:29 to play in the second quarter. Joey Baum coming in, putting up some big numbers after the injury to Dan Whalen. See Whalen standing on the far sideline. Now they hand it off to Checken up the middle. He breaks through, gets some good running room out past the 30-yard line, down to the 29, 12 yards for Corey Checken.
You mentioned Corey Checken weighs in at just over 200 pounds earlier. I think all of that's in his shoulder pads. Corey Checken with a large set of pads under his jersey.
Now they'll throw again. This one goes out to Webster. He's hit as the ball arrives, but hangs on. He goes out of bounds at the 25. So they pick up 4 on the play to Webster. 1:12 to play. Clock stops when Webster went out of bounds. Dan Whalen with 2 touchdown passes today. Bill Deitman with a 5-yard touchdown run. And Joey Baum with 2 touchdown passes. 1 to Colasar, 1 to Webster. Ryan Webster has made 2 terrific catches today. 1 for a touchdown. So Baum calls out the signals. They line up 2 receivers on the right. Homick is on the left. They'll swing it out to Colasar on the right side. He cuts back in and is tackled near the 15-yard line. Pick up of 10. It's a first down for Case.
That play almost stopped before it got started. It was designed to be a play fake up the middle to Corey Checken, and Baum and Checken collided with the ball fake. Almost threw the timing off on the bubble screen, but Baum did a nice job recovering after colliding with Corey Checken.
Timeout is taken by Kenyon here with 54 seconds left in the quarter. So Kenyon uses a timeout here to stop play, and Case will talk things over on the sideline. Now, Dan Whalen is standing, as we said, on the far sideline. Looks to be all right. Now, Ed, I would assume with the score as it is, Case up 35-0, Whalen appears to be all right, but the decision may be made to sit him out anyway, let Baum run the show, and get some playing time here, given the way that Case has built this lead here in the first half. So it does not appear that Whalen is injured significantly, but now that's speculation on my part, but he's standing over on the sideline talking to some of his teammates and does not appear to be in any distress.
No, and for Dan Whalen, maybe the best case scenario would be to go in at halftime and maybe let him try to start the second half, see how it goes. If after a play they decide he's going to be done, but just kind of to get that feel of coming out of the locker room, stretching, and maybe running that first series for the Spartans in the second half. with this kind of lead, I wouldn't risk it.
So Baum back to throw now. He'll try to throw into traffic, looking for the receiver nicely, and it is incomplete. Second down and 10 for Case with 50 seconds left in the first half. Following the game today, the Case men's soccer team will be playing Hiram College at Case Field. That's at 7:30 tonight under the lights at University Circle. Both of those teams are 2-0, so it's a good early season matchup for the men's soccer team at Case Western Reserve. They'll swing it out. This pass is caught by Metalsitz, the freshman, pushed out of bounds near the 11-yard line. They pick up 6 on that play. 3rd down and 4 for Case. And with Metalsitz getting out of bounds, the clock stops with 44 seconds left.
That's the 6th different receiver that Case has hit today. To have that kind of depth is a fantastic option for Greg Debelak.
And I don't think Tim Kondrick is among those 6 receivers. And he will definitely be playing a role this year as he comes back from that broken leg. Here's a handoff to Chekin. He has got some good running room to the 5, down to the goal line, touchdown. Corey Chekin scores with 41 seconds left in the quarter. Chekin runs in from 11 yards out, and the Spartans jump on top now 41-0 as Corey Chekin scores his first touchdown of the year. Second rushing touchdown of the day for Case. Sam Coffey on to try the extra point. Here's the snap and the hold, and the kick is on its way, and it is good. And 37 seconds left now in the second quarter, and Case with a commanding 42-0 lead here in Gambier today against Kenyon.
You know, earlier last year in the 2007 season, Case got off to kind of a shaky start. We saw the interception return for a touchdown against Oberlin in week 1 last year. They got off to a slow start. Their first play from scrimmage against Kenyon last year was a fumble that was picked up. And so the first couple of games, it took Case a little bit to get into that comfort zone offensively and really begin to operate on all 8 cylinders. That's happened in the first 30 minutes this afternoon here at Gambier as Case has put up 6 touchdowns in about a quarter and a half since they didn't really score until 7:40 of the first quarter.
Right now, 37.8 seconds left here in the second quarter. Great to have you with us today for Case football on AM 1220. Nick Miller is our studio engineer. We appreciate the help of Joe Sweeney in producing our broadcast today. David Wilson, Ed Doherty. Nick Miller is our studio engineer today. Craig Jans alongside, the sports information director at Case. Here is the kickoff. And this one will go back to Von Can. He drops the kickoff. It's loose. Case may have this one. It bounces back upfield, and Case recovers. Everything going right for Case today. Case Western recovers. Not sure who recovered that one for Case. 30 seconds left in the half, and boy, Ed Kenyon has got to be hurting right now in terms of the way this has started. You know, going into the game after last year, Ted Stanley hoping to control the game a little bit, and they did move the football well on one drive and got very close. Elected to go for it on a 4th down and did not make it.
Well, right now the Spartans have 445 yards in total offense, 47 plays. They're averaging almost 10 yards per play.
Joey Baum will go down here. He's sacked as he looks to throw downfield. Is hit and dropped for a loss. Sack recorded by Alex Dowell, the Miami, Florida product, the 6'1", 285-pound defensive lineman.
They got some beef up front. Andrew Henry, the senior captain, weighs over 300 pounds as well.
Baum throwing it deep downfield for Homick, and this one is out of bounds. That leaves 2 seconds left in the quarter. 42-0 Case. Second down, I should say 3rd down and 15.
With the ball at the 36-yard line, would you let Sam Coffey try a career along here? Well, it's into the wind, probably not.
Certainly with a 42-0 lead, you have some liberties to try some things, but it looks like they will not. And you just wonder if Baum will take a knee here with 2 seconds left. They do line up 4 receivers here. Colasar, Webster, Nicely, and Homick, and they will hand the ball up the middle and keep it on the ground. This football is run back, I believe. We'll see who that is. The number not on the Case roster. That's how far down we've gone on the depth chart with a 42-0 lead here at the half. That's the end of the second quarter, and Case with a blitzkrieg here today at Kenyon as they rack up 6 touchdowns in the first half. 42-0, Case Western Reserve leading Kenyon here at halftime. Game 1 of the 2008 season, and the Spartans picking up where they left off in that terrific 2007 campaign. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll visit with defensive end Brian Calderon out of Brecksville Broadview Heights High School, beginning his senior season today at Case. We'll also be visiting with Todd Watkowski, the men's and women's tennis coach at Case, who takes over the reins of those two programs this fall. That's all coming up on our halftime show as we continue in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.